Daily tips. Eat food. Not too much, mostly plants.
Come out.
Come out.
Come out.
Come out.
To be revealed.
To be revealed.
The truth will eventually come out.
The truth will eventually come out.
Keluar.
Come through.
Come through.
Come through.
Come through.
To succeed.
To succeed.
I knew you would come through this challenge.
I knew you would come through this challenge.
Berhasil.
Come to.
Come to.
Come to.
Come to.
To regain consciousness.
To regain consciousness.
He fainted but quickly came to after a minute.
He fainted but quickly came to after a minute.
Sadar.
Come up.
Come up.
Come up.
Come up.
To arise or appear.
To arise or appear.
A great opportunity will come up soon.
A great opportunity will come up soon.
Muncul.
Come up against.
Come up against.
Come up against.
Come up against.
To encounter obstacles.
To encounter obstacles.
We may come up against unexpected challenges.
We may come up against unexpected challenges.
Berhadapan dengan.
Come up to.
Come up to.
Come up to.
Come up to.
To approach.
To approach.
Your performance should come up to our standards.
Your performance should come up to our standards.
Datang ke.
Come up with.
Come up with.
Come up with.
Come up with.
To invent or suggest.
To invent or suggest.
Can you come up with a creative solution?
Can you come up with a creative solution?
Mengemukakan.
In common.
In common.
In common.
In common.
Shared characteristics.
Shared characteristics.
We have a lot in common, including our hobbies.
We have a lot in common, including our hobbies.
Bersama.
Beyond compare.
Beyond compare.
Beyond compare.
Beyond compare.
Unmatched.
Unmatched.
Her beauty is beyond compare.
Her beauty is beyond compare.
Tak terbanding.
Compare to.
Compare to.
Compare to.
Compare to.
To liken to.
To liken to.
Let's compare apples to oranges.
Let's compare apples to oranges.
Membandingkan dengan.
By comparison.
By comparison.
By comparison.
By comparison.
When contrasted.
When contrasted.
The two products are cheap by comparison.
The two products are cheap by comparison.
Dengan perbandingan.
In comparison with.
In comparison with.
In comparison with.
In comparison with.
When contrasted with.
When contrasted with.
This phone is excellent in comparison with others.
This phone is excellent in comparison with others.
Dibandingkan dengan.
Be composed of.
Be composed of.
Be composed of.
Be composed of.
To be made up of.
To be made up of.
The salad is composed of various vegetables.
The salad is composed of various vegetables.
Terdiri dari.
As far as be concerned.
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 Regarding a specific aspect.
Regarding a specific aspect.
As far as I am concerned, the project is going well.
As far as I am concerned, the project is going well.
Sejauh yang tercerna.
On condition that.
On condition that.
On condition that.
On condition that.
With the requirement that.
With the requirement that.
You can use the car on condition that you fill it up with gas.
You can use the car on condition that you fill it up with gas.
Dengan syarat bahwa.
Out of condition.
Out of condition.
Out of condition.
Out of condition.
Not in good health or shape.
Not in good health or shape.
The old car is out of condition and needs repairs.
The old car is out of condition and needs repairs.
Tidak dalam keadaan baik.
In confidence.
In confidence.
In confidence.
In confidence.
With trust and secrecy.
with trust and secrecy.
She shared the secret in confidence with her best friend.
She shared the secret in confidence with her best friend.
Dengan rasa percaya diri.
Take into one's confidence.
Take into one's confidence.
Take into one's confidence.
Take into one's confidence.
To trust and confide in.
To trust and confide in.
He decided to take into his confidence his most loyal friend.
He decided to take into his confidence his most loyal friend.
Menjadikan rahasia seseorang.
In conjunction with.
In conjunction with.
In conjunction with.
In conjunction with.
Together with.
Together with.
The two teams worked in conjunction with each other.
The two teams worked in conjunction with each other.
Bersama dengan.
In connection with.
In connection with.
In connection with.
In connection with.
Related to.
Related to.
I have some information in connection with the case.
I have some information in connection with the case.
Dalam koneksi dengan.
In conscience.
In conscience.
In conscience.
In conscience.
With a clear conscience.
With a clear conscience.
He acted in all conscience in that situation.
He acted in all conscience in that situation.
Dengan nurani yang baik.
On one's conscience.
On one's conscience.
On one's conscience.
On one's conscience.
Causing guilt or regret.
Causing guilt or regret.
The accident weighed heavily on his conscience.
The accident weighed heavily on his conscience.
Di atas nurani seseorang.
By common consent.
By common consent.
By common consent.
By common consent.
With unanimous agreement.
With unanimous agreement.
The decision was made by common consent of the group.
The decision was made by common consent of the group.
Dengan persetujuan umum.
In consequence.
In consequence.
In consequence.
In consequence.
As a result.
As a result.
He missed the deadline and in consequence faced consequences.
He missed the deadline and in consequence faced consequences.
Sebagai akibatnya.
In consequence of.
In consequence of.
In consequence of.
In consequence of.
Because of.
Because of.
The event was canceled in consequence of bad weather.
The event was canceled in consequence of bad weather.
Sebagai akibat dari.
In consideration of.
In consideration of.
In consideration of.
In consideration of.
Considering.
Considering.
In consideration of your request, we will proceed.
In consideration of your request, we will proceed.
Dengan mempertimbangkan.
Take into consideration.
Take into consideration.
Take into consideration.
Take into consideration.
Consider.
Consider.
Please take into consideration the budget constraints.
Please take into consideration the budget constraints.
Mempertimbangkan.
On the contrary.
On the contrary.
On the contrary.
On the contrary.
Opposite viewpoint.
Opposite viewpoint.
I expected rain. On the contrary, it was sunny.
I expected rain. On the contrary, it was sunny.
Sebaliknya.
To the contrary.
To the contrary.
To the contrary.
To the contrary.
In contrast.
In contrast.
His actions are to the contrary of what he says.
His actions are to the contrary of what he says.
Sebaliknya.
By contrast.
By contrast.
By contrast.
By contrast.
In comparison.
In comparison.
By contrast, the new model is faster.
By contrast, the new model is faster.
Dengan kontras.
In contrast to.
In contrast to.
In contrast to.
In contrast to.
Compared to.
Compared to.
Our product is affordable in contrast to our competitors.
Our product is affordable in contrast to our competitors.
Dibandingkan dengan.
In control.
In control.
In control.
In control.
Managing.
Managing.
The manager is in control of the project.
The manager is in control of the project.
Dalam kendali.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Out of control.
Unmanageable.
unmanageable,
The situation is out of control and chaotic.
the situation is out of control and chaotic,
kehilangan kendali,
Under control.
under control,
Under control.
under control,
Managed.
managed.
With his guidance, the team is under control.
With his guidance, the team is under control.
dalam kendali,
To the core.
To the core,
To the core.
to the core,
Completely.
completely.
He is dedicated to the core to his job.
He is dedicated to the core to his job.
hingga ke inti.
Another tips. If you don't ask, you don't get.